All right, welcome back to Triple B Movie Reviews. Jake here with the Ed. We're here to review our beer,
our beards,
and our B movies. Today we've got one for you. I wouldn't say it's either one of our favorite. It's kind of one of those we stumbled on, and I picked it because it had a lot of people that were pretty recognizable in it.
I think you stumbled on this.
I did, and
I would have stepped around it.
Stumbled is a good way to put it. Not all movie reviews are all sunshine and happiness. Sometimes you got to review the nitty gritty. Who year or two, no, 6 months actually. I think it was pretty close.
Months.
Yeah, it wasn't very long ago. He's climbing with his wife up this mountain, or called Suicide Mountain, and he ends up, the line breaks and he falls. His wife dies. He gets paralyzed, and his therapist is sending him back up there to kind of resolve some issues.
Right.
Which I have to admit, at this point, I was shocked that at no point during the movie did they connect The Abominable with that story. They're two totally disconnected situations.
Yeah,
He's paranoid because of the fall, but it has no, I just thought that was weird. Also, he ends up, as he gets up there, he's got this guy that's a nurse, I assume.
Yeah, male nurse.
That's helping him out. And next door, there's a group of teenage or young women that are staying, and they start kind of disappearing.
Yeah, they do. And he kind of partially witnesses the first one disappearing.
Sees another one get pulled through a window.
That was the booby shop.
Yes.
For this movie.
The shower scene. Which, for B movies, really.
It's very necessary.
He ends up a little bit later, The Abominable, which I find it interesting that they made sure you knew it wasn't Bigfoot. It was Abominable Snowman. Or I don't even know Sasquatch.
I don't know. Yeah, Squatch, but that's Bigfoot.
But they made the reference that Bigfoot's not mean. That's, you want real aggression, the Abominable Snowman.
Oh, I see.
I thought that was kind of interesting. But he ends up breaking into their house.
Oh, yeah.
Kills a couple of them. The one girl gets away, and, they end up at the end of the movie driving into him. Spoiler alert if you're planning on, watching this, big deal for you. Backs into him.
Backs him up into a tree.
Yeah. And then at the end, did you watch the very end, or did you get tired of it before?
No, I watched it all the way
Did you
through.
see the Abominable in the trees? It was like 4 times bigger than the one they killed.
No, you missed part of that. When you have that last sequence where they're showing the woods at night, you see that there's a whole bunch of them out there. There's like 6 or 8 or 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't bad. It was feel like made for TV. It had a lot of people in there that were famous. It had the guy that played Bishop in Aliens. Had the guy Rex Linn that played in what was it, Cliffhanger with Stallone. He was one of the bad guys. It had the guy that played in Frighteners. It was the little weird cop that had been tortured. He's actually been in.
I think that's another one I probably haven't seen yet.
Yeah, well, we might do a review on that. I know it's not really a horror movie, but it's cute. Positives. I loved the monster. It looked like a dwarf that had been demonic,
It was a well put together monster. And they didn't really show him completely
not until the end. Oh, and he looked mean. His face was mean. There's a couple scenes where he opens his mouth, and at one point he put the whole male nurse's face.
That was one of my favorite parts.
Yeah. Negatives?
Just bit the front of his head off,
The negatives were I didn't like the main character. The guy, Matt McCoy, just really didn't fit the part. He, some of the other stuff he has done is more like lawyer movies or father figures, and he does better at that. He was not.
Yeah, he was a good actor, and he did a good job with the part, but he just wasn't somebody that you really noticed.
He's almost got like a PSA voice, like, well, today we're going to. It didn't work for it. You didn't feel like he was really scared or that he was really in charge. in my opinion.
No, he had to tell you he was scared.
Yeah. That scene was just stupid. Well, I'm really scared. I just want you to know. And the scene where he had to tell her what happened to his wife. Again, it had nothing to do with the Sasquatch. Why did he have to stop and say, hey, you really need to know my wife died? What was your positive?
You had to love the filling station owner.
That was the
he was good.
Frighteners. He was pretty.
He was good. He was interesting. He gets killed.
I loved the point
but you had to like him.
Did you see the point where they were talking about the Darwin Awards, and they're talking about him having emphysema
and he says,
chain smoking?
Okay, here comes another Darwin Award when this one guy charges out into the woods to hear the sound. But he was really good. The male nurse was a total ass to this guy in the first of the movie. And so when Bigfoot bites his face off, that's kind of one of my favorite
he does
parts.
come in and hack him in the back with an axe, allows him to get away. So, I mean,
but that's the only decent thing he did in the whole movie. The rest of the time, he was just a butt. So that's kind of it. It was not. This is not going on a list of my favorites.
No. If we do a bottom 10 movies, it might make it to that one.
Yeah, it wouldn't be number one, but it would be in the, higher numbers. It was an okay movie, and it was an okay watch, but not anything great. It was, like you say, it had the look of a TV movie, and while it was well done and all the acting was pretty good, there wasn't anything really unique and exciting about it.
I felt like this is one of those where, like, if it was on TV late at night, if we weren't doing a review channel where we're looking for movies, I would have to flip to a channel and see the monster and be intrigued by the monster to watch the rest of the movie. Because if I just saw the acting, I don't know that I would stay.
I have to admit that when I first started watching it, I was terribly unimpressed and didn't really want to continue. It was kind of one of these, all right, we're going to do a review. I'm going to watch it.
But dragged a lot in the beginning, too.
It did. It did get better towards the end. It did hold my attention.
What would you change? What was your least favorite part?
I don't know. I think some of it was the age of the movie.
It's 2006, so it's not that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It looked like.
Check that out.
It looked like 80s, folks.
It had that feel.
It did. And especially like the station wagon they were driving, that was not
Although
much.
If you saw the Jeep that they were driving was a newer one.
Yeah, it looked like, but Jeeps kind of all look the same. There's not a lot of difference from year to year.
So
or decade to decade.
What's your grade?
Well, I'd go 1.5 maybe.
I'm going to go 2, but I'm going to go 2 just because I thought the monster was that cool. I mean,
it was a good monster.
If they hadn't shown the couple scenes where he opens his mouth and for some reason he could dislocate it and do the whole snake swallowing a whole person kind of thing, take that out and it is a 1. But you put that in, and the fact that he bit the guy's face off, and he's got, like, at one point he ends up with the axe in his back, and they drive him into the tree, and you see the axe come through.
Yeah, you really get the feeling that Bigfoot's going to die right there, but he didn't.
Well, I think he did. I think because when the police
were there.
Well, but the Sasquatches were dragging bodies off all the time, and I think what it is one of the other Sasquatches dragged him off. Because all the other bodies disappeared too.
Yeah, they said all the bodies they hadn't found a body yet, and they showed a picture of the station wagon backed up against the tree, and Sasquatch wasn't there.
Yep.
So, however it happened, I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. It was an okay.
So, 1 and 1.75 Bs overall for us. IMBD, as we mentioned.
I thought it was 2 and 1.5.
Did you give it 1.5?
I gave it 1.5.
Okay.
I may go up. I think I'll give it 2 just based on the filling station guy with the Darwin.
And that's what I liked. The added characters, the 3 old guys that are in it really make it.
And the booby scene.
There you go.
Never forget the booby scene.
So, like I said, IMDb drops a 5.1 out of 10, which is kind of where we've got it. We're kind of
about in the middle.
I don't think you're going to get wasted time if you watch it, but if you're not into B movies just for the sake of B movies, you probably want to avoid this one.
Yeah, I work nights, folks, and a lot of times, like this week, we had to work Saturday. We didn't work Sunday, and so I end up with a night that I'm off. That basically I'm just going to sit up all night. You know, because you're not going to mess up your sleep schedule for one night.
You're saying this isn't
and this
time
was
served well?
This was time. This was a good time when I'm just stuck with nothing to do. You know, just watching stuff on the computer. It sucked up an hour and a half of time.
There you go.
That's about it.
So 2 B review across the boards, and you know what that makes a time for?
I know, I'm afraid so.
That's right. Redneck question of the week. This one's from Jimmy in Osawatomie.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. My son brought home an exotic animal for a pet. It's always hungry after midnight. Should I feed it? If you don't know the reference to that, you should stop watching.
Yeah, that's kind of cute. Oh hell yeah! Let's see what happens.
Yeah,
send me pictures.
Make sure
let
you
me
keep
know.
it in your town. Yeah, don't bring him our way.
Yeah.
I'm with him. Let's just see how it works.
I'm a little concerned that it's in my town. If it was in Paola, I'd feel better.
Oh, that's messed up. I can't even. Anyways, so as always, make sure you come to our Facebook page, Triple B Reviews, and see what's going on. We post weekly. I usually try to post a couple times a week. Movies we're getting ready to watch, ideas, thoughts, things that are going on. The Ed has his own channel.
Yep. Which I've mentioned
every
time, and doesn't really need to be mentioned every time.
Time.
That's one thing that's fun about this is we enjoy the B movies. Now my channel's gardening,
which he also enjoys.
I've done this and that other too, but this gives us something that hey, in the wintertime, this is a lot of fun. So
as always, like the page, comment on the page, and
watch the movie.
Watch the movie. Give us suggestions, this and that.
It's no Bigfoot versus zombies, but you'll like it.
I think it was very similar to Bigfoot versus.
No,
it had a Bigfoot in it.
No, not nearly as kinky.
As always, if you can't be a redneck, leave beer out for one.